Anchored to a rock on the ocean floor, it looks vulnerable. But looks can be deceiving. Stomphia would seem to make an easy meal for any determined predator. Today, it's being stalked by a stealthy foe, the sea star Dermasterius. Sampling the water with its sensory tentacles, the sea star inches toward its prey. With legions of tube feet used in capturing and grasping its victims, it is a well-armed hunter. Stomphia remains unaware of the approaching danger. But when Dermasterius comes close enough to touch it, Stomphia springs into action. In a stunning defensive maneuver, Stomphia frees itself from the rock and swims away. This is one of just a few anemones that can actually swim.
I was fascinated to see how Stomphia was capable of actually producing this very complex behavior pattern when, after all, it has a very simple nervous system. I wanted to find out how it used that nervous system to produce such a complex behavior pattern.
In the laboratory, Lon attaches electrodes to Stomphia to measure the frequency of its nerve impulses. First, he lightly strokes Stomphia with a paintbrush, and the animal closes. Stomphia's reaction to the paintbrush registers on the computer screen as pulses. Next, Lon offers Stomphia food. As expected, its nerves fire, and the animal proceeds to eat. Finally, Lon uses a sea star to trigger Stomphia's escape response. All it takes is a single touch. As nerve cells fire, a rapid series of pulses appears on the screen. Stomphia makes its escape.
Now let's just see how Stomphia is able to perform this amazing swimming behavior. Look, up the top here, we've got the feeding response, and on the bottom is the swimming response. And I can see from the shape of the pulses here that these responses are using exactly the same nervous system for both behaviors. The difference is that the swimming response has essentially just upped the tempo so that we're getting a lot more pulses being fired in a much shorter interval. By upping the tempo, Stomphia has actually been able to use the same system to produce a completely new behavior.
Lon discovered that behavior is determined by both the frequency and the number of times the nerves fire. This exquisite system, first perfected by cnidarians, would be passed on throughout the animal kingdom.
The cnidarians were really the first group to have perfected this. They invented wiring, they invented cabling. That's what nerves are. Nerves are cables that pass electricity through them. This was an amazing leap for the animal world.
Animals have evolved an astounding array of ways to move, to act and react, and it all began with cnidarians.
So we have a great debt owing to this humble and primitive group.